Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers who are here for the first time tonight, I hope you have a good time hanging out with us tonight, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be here waiting for you. Now, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we so very much appreciate that. We've got a comment that's come in. Let's take a look real quick, and then we'll bring our friends on. We've got BCJ Vids saying hello back. And then we've got another friend on Facebook saying, need to share this. And please, anyone viewing this, please share this with family and friends on your profile, private messages, however you like to share things. Please share this to help us to get the word out about this podcast. We're trying to grow this podcast, so anything you can do to help us in that endeavor, we very much appreciate. Let's bring our friends on. We've got Michael and Virgil. How are you guys doing tonight?
Very good, Mike.
Yep, just great, my man.
Wonderful. Great to see you both. I appreciate you both coming on. And I think we've got more comments coming in. Here we go. Let's take a look here. My good friend Mary Seguin's in the house tonight. Can see me and hear me. Wonderful. Mary, thank you so much for coming on. It was great to see you last week. Also, I think this is one of Virgil's friends, Kyle Phillips, saying, how are we doing tonight, boys?
Very good.
Just cool great, deal. Kyle.
And that's one of your friends, right?
Yes, sir. Thanks for watching, Kyle. Thanks for watching.
For sure. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, this is growing. It grows a little bigger each week. So we so much appreciate that. Well, cool. Let me shift gears here and get where I need to be. We've got a robust lineup, as I promised. I was at a car show over the weekend in Newport, Vermont, and I got a chance to meet with Jeff Leland for the second time. I ran into him last year. Got a great interview with him last year, which is item number 6. We'll be looking at a little later. And one other thing before we get into all of this, Virgil and I this weekend, this Sunday, we're going to the car show in Waterbury, Vermont. And I think we're both very much looking forward to that.
Oh, yes. I might be going to both 2 days. I might be
wonderful.
Going Saturday also. Yes.
Nice.
You know, one day we got to get both of you guys down in my neck of the woods.
That would be fun. Get a road trip.
That by Foxborough?
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, you got to get me there on purpose? Oh, man. No.
I think the next show is the 18th, if I'm not mistaken. I got the card right here. August 17th is the next one.
Nice. Yeah, one of these days we've got to get down there to see one of those shows over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is item number 1. It's a 1970 Pontiac GTO, and this, like I said, is owned by Jeff Leland. Ran into him for the second time in as many years. Let me cue this up. This is a sweet example of a GTO. Let's take a look.
name is Jeff Leland. This is my 70 GTO 455 HO Grand Air original car. I bought this car in 1982, me and my dad together, with 18,000 miles on it. The car hasn't traveled much, I would say probably 4,000 miles in its lifetime. I had the car repainted in Massachusetts in the late 90s. Everything on the car is original and stock, with the exception of the wheels and the spoiler in the back. Those would have been judge options. Everything else on the car is 100% correct. Original T3 headlights. Everything under the hood is Kia, with the exception of belts and hoses.
Amazing.
The window sticker was still on the car when I bought it.
Wow, let's get a look at that. Go ahead.
With the window sticker, I got all the paperwork of the vehicles that were traded in.
Yep.
A 67 was traded in on this car, and then this car was traded in on a 1972. And the dealership was closing at the time. And a gentleman came in and bought the dealership and all the inventory, sold all the inventory with the exception of this car. He was saving it for his son. His son found a 69 Trans Am convertible, a real one, and said, sell the GTO, give me that money to build the Trans Am. So they put the car up for sale, and the rest is history. It's been with me since 1982.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then there was another sticker on this window.
Yep. That is the trade-in from the 67 onto this vehicle.
I see, yeah.
And I had the Pontiac Historical Society do the history of the car, although I had all the paperwork and I knew where it came from. They came back letting me know that a 455 HO engine, which is in this car, was not used in 1970. This is a Canadian-built car. Therefore, it may have gotten that from the factory. The window sticker indicates that that is what's supposed to be in the car. It's a very, very rare car.
Very impressive.
Thank you.
Are we able to close the hood in the trunk and
Absolutely.
get a look at the...
Called the Rock Third Dimension. It was when Snow Pro Racing started back in '74. Rock only built 3 of them. I'm building a clone on that. So we went out to Wisconsin this year and picked up all the parts, because you can't buy one. There were 3 originals, and if you buy one, you're going to pay for almost what one of them things costs. So I went out there. I'll come right back.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
It would have been nice oval rig.
That's iconic, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. I was very fortunate that I had the backing of my dad to help me to get something like this. It's another one of those pieces. It's my family, and because my dad helped me with it, it's something that means a lot more to me than what you see right there.
For sure. That's an incredible combination, really.
Absolutely is. It
Good
really
deal.
is.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. My pleasure.
Well, cool. There we have it. Thank you so much to Jeff Leland for letting us spend some time with that car. We'll start, I guess, with Michael in the middle. Reactions to that, Michael?
Yes. It's very unique because GTO is such a popular car and there's so many variations over the years on them. There's so much you can do to cars. It's like every single car show, there's always a GTO. Always. And into one with having at least one, if not 4 or 5 in a minute. It's just a beautiful car. I remember seeing a couple of newer GTOs, which were in like the thousands. They tried to reintroduce them. It did very well. A lot of them did have, superpowers, super big engines and turbos and all that stuff they experimented with. But you can't take the nostalgia from these classic cars and put it into that newer version. It's like a whole different beast altogether. I don't even know why they brought it back later on. I'm trying to figure out why would they bring back a classic car and the car has no resemblance of anything related to the classic like these were.
Yeah, and it doesn't carry the same magic that these do.
No, they didn't.
Sure.
Those didn't. And those were, you got to talk to our Australian friends about that one there. Because that GTO came from I think it's the Modelo or something like that. And that's what they brought over here. And then they put the Corvette engine in those.
Oh,
and those GTOs from the 2000s. So everybody was trying to get that motor, and when they were doing the resto mods, and grab that motor and put them inside of everything else. But this 73 times black, that looks, that is to only have 4,000 miles original.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
And,
if you see that at Barrett Jackson or the Mecum auction, that's that's one of those where he's going for 70,000, 70 plus,
that would fetch some money for sure.
Wow. Yeah.
And we've got Rob coming on too.
Nice.
Hey, glad
There
to
he
see
is.
you.
Now here we go. Rob is the birthday boy today.
Oh man.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
Rob.
Hello.
55?
66.
66. I was
Come
close.
on.
I should be
you
driving
can't go
down Route 66 today, shouldn't I?
Yes.
through. A lot of times people say, okay, well, you're this age, just flip the numbers upside down. But if you do that, it'll make you older. So stick with the 66.
For sure. Well, cool. We're going to give Rob a quick sneak peek of what we were just looking at. This is a 19. Let me put it back on the screen here. A 1970 a GTO, very low miles, and he's had it since 1982. And it's the original sales slips and everything on it. And this, one of the things I was going to comment on is the interior. It looks like it's right out of the showroom.
Nice
See
shape.
if I can get a look at that. Just low miles, and he's only put 4,000 miles on it since 1982, and of course it's his baby.
Hey, Rob, the thing I think you would like about that car is he said it was Canadian built.
Yeah,
That's right.
They were.
Yeah, built for Canada.
Yep.
Has a rare
That's before
motor
I started
option.
working there.
Huh?
That's before I started working there. I would like to work driving those off the line.
Oh yeah.
So, considering Rob that you worked in that on that production line, and any comments on this car? Any recollections or memories?
I didn't work when that one was being built. I didn't start till 76, I think.
76, yeah.
Yeah. And my department, we did a lot of station wagons.
Oh,
Nice,
Yeah, station wagons and Pontiacs and Buicks were where I was.
nice. But would this vehicle have been built in the same facility where you were working years earlier?
Yeah, we had an A plant, a B plant, plus a truck plant, all in the one city.
So it's possible this came out of the plant that you worked in.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. Well,
nice.
good. So we do need to shift gears and get to the next one, but let's see what we've got here on item number 2. This is an 86 GMC Caballero, and this is for sale by our friends at B&B Auto Sales out in Brookings, South Dakota. Let me pull this up here. Take a look, and then on the other side of this, we'll do AMSOIL.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. We're showing you our 86 GMC Caballero. Nice car, truck, whatever you want to call them. It was a sister to the El Camino. Not a lot of them produced, so you don't see as many Caballeros as you do El Caminos. This one's in very nice shape. Come from out in Wyoming and western South Dakota. We're going to try to get it fixed, but there's a few hail things on the roof and on the passenger side, and I'll show you the ones on the passenger side. But nice job's been repaint. At one time they did a nice job. Interior's in nice shape. Lots of trophies go with it from back in 99 to 07 for some car shows. So 33,993 is the mileage. It's 133. Dash got one crack up on top. But buckets with a console. There's some more trophies on the floor. Like I said, it's got a ton of trophies with it. So that was back when it was a little fresher probably, but still very nice car. Still could probably do okay in a regional car show because it does have a good look to it. Tonneau cover on it, dual exhaust, bumpers in good shape. You can see kind of maybe some originality with the pinstripe coming off. But like there, maybe you can you see that little ding right there? And where is it? Right there. There's about 4 or 5 of them down this side. I am gonna hopefully get my hail guy to come. And then you can see a couple on top. So we try to show you everything we can about it. Said that it's from 2014 for most original. '06, lots of trophies. Pretty cool. Somebody enjoyed showing it way back to 1990. Or no, most original 1997. Yeah. Doors shut nice for these big long doors. Shuts really good actually. There's that other thing right there. V8 automatic, air blows cold, so cuts are rally wheels. Like I said, nice driver quality car. One you'll have a lot of fun with. And not a lot of Caballeros. A little wear here or there on that right edge. I didn't show that on my walk around video, but we're gonna start up our 86 GMC Caballero. I'm guessing 133,993 for mileage. See, tack works, air blows cold. Radio works, but she's pretty staticky. Wipers, they work. Horn works. Blinker to the left works. Blinker to the right works. Door here. Window on the left side works. Window on the right side works. Power locks work. So we'll take you out and show you the lights. Engine sounds good. You haven't tried your cruise control. There's your headlights. There's your taillights there. You can see the dual exhaust. So nice driver quality car. Just wanted to go cruising in, and not a lot of Caballeros around. 605-695-7391.
So thank you so much to our friends at B&B Auto Sales for that great footage. I think it's Virgil's turn for a reaction.
Oh, pretty cool. My aunt had one of those. That was back in the 80s, though.
Yeah,
But yeah, those things are. I miss those things.
nice
Those
lines on
El
those.
Caminos. I just want. Is that? Did he say it had a 350 in there?
To be honest, I don't remember.
Okay, I have to look it up on there. See if it had a 350 or if it's that 305.
Yeah, I spaced on that. I should not have, but
I thought I
Well,
spaced on 2, but it was like I wasn't really sure.
sure. I like that he's got all of those trophies, and he mentioned it's probably been 20 or 30 years, 25 years since he was getting trophies on that. You can see the wear since then, but I bet at that time it was a real looker. It shows.
Yes, sir.
Rob, reaction?
That's a rare car because usually the GMC one, they like the GMC truck, they came plain Jane. Usually they didn't have all the options like that. That's rare to have air conditioning, electric windows, and all that on a car that old.
Yeah, good point.
That's a rare find, that thing.
For
That's
sure.
probably why he's got so many trophies for it.
That might explain that. For sure.
MC, yes.
Yeah. And Michael?
Yeah, believe it or not, I caught one of these cars. I think it was in Connecticut at a show a while back. And first time I seen it, I'm like, what the heck is this thing? And I'm like, this is El Camino. And then I looked into GMC and then the name. I'm like, wow, this is the first time I ever saw one of these. And I was so excited. I'm like, wow, this has got to be rare because I never even heard of this car. And all of a sudden, I did research on it, and I found out they didn't make this for several years. But apparently, I don't know why it never really went crazy like the El Camino did. Another thing about it is I'm wondering if that's another reason why there wasn't that many. It's because it was so similar, like Chevrolet and GMC both making the same vehicle. So I'm wondering if that is the reason why these didn't sell as much, because maybe there were more and you can get the same vehicle being a Chevrolet
Sure.
for a little bit less money.
Could be. Yeah, and we've got comments coming in. Oh, here we go. Kyle Phillips says that GTO had a sticker price of $4,900. With inflation, that's roughly $15,000 today. And imagine getting into a car like that for $15,000 in 2023. Good point. Yeah, times they have changed for sure.
Yes.
Well,
That
cool.
would be great.
Yeah, the price of everything today is just insane. But yeah, let's switch gears here. It's time for AMSOIL. So I'm going to put Rob full screen, and on his birthday, no less. And he's going to tell us about AMSOIL.
Well, we talk about AMSOIL quite a bit on the show, and you know all the benefits of AMSOIL, how you can get better performance, longer engine life, better gas mileage, and it makes the engine run 20 to 50 degrees cooler. But right now, anybody orders AMSOIL $49 worth, you get free shipping right to your house. And you don't have to order a full case. You can mix, match. You can order 1 or 2 bottles of this, small engine, boat oil, anything you want. And if you want the best possible discount, get a hold of Mike and become a preferred customer. You save 25% on everything you order, and you still get shipping for anything over $49 worth. Doesn't take much to get up to $49 worth. So it's a great deal to get a package like that.
Yeah, it's perfect timing for sure. And like Rob said, link in the description. Contact me here. The $49 shipping expires the 15th of August. So the clock is ticking on that. Text me right away, and we'll get that started for you. We'll do what we can here to get you with the deepest discounts and the free shipping. I'm sorry, free shipping over $49.
Yep, Mike can probably get it done in 1 day for you.
Yes, yeah, there's a quick turnaround on that. Yeah, for sure. So we are on item number 3. This goes to that Newport, Vermont car show that I was at over the weekend, but last year, and I'll tell you why I'm doing some last year's things. I had a live guest that was going to come on tonight, but something came up and we weren't able to do it. The unfortunate thing for me is that I'd cleared the deck for this live guest, so I had to kind of scramble to put some things together to do a show for tonight. But not to worry, I've always got stuff available. So we're going to look at item number 3. It's a 1970 Chevelle. And this is a Chevelle SS at the Newport, Vermont car show about this time last year. So let me cue that up. And here it is.
You probably know him. Yes, I know him. Yeah. He bought it? He bought a what? Charger. Oh, no kidding. He went with me. He rode in the truck with me on the way down. And had Ernie and Chris Flora. We went down. Oh, yeah. He still got his Buick. Yeah, but we didn't take that. We took this down on the trailer, and Chris enters his truck. He took a 3rd place this year with his truck. He took the second. He got a 12 Ram. Yeah.
Okay, the next number is number 56. Yeah. Number 56.
Yeah.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, I do video for Facebook and YouTube. Do you feel like talking it up?
Sure.
Cool. It's real easy. Just, my name is, and this is and just like you're telling a friend about it,
Okay.
Cool.
Hi, my name's McDermott. This is my 1970 Chevelle SS. It's a misty turquoise color. It's got a 454 4-speed.
Yeah.
355 gears. What else there to say?
Bet that moves right along.
Oh, yeah, it goes all right. Yeah.
Good.
Got enough to pull it.
Yeah. Now, is this original or a restoration? Or?
It's a restoration.
Yeah, beautiful.
Original color.
Original color, yeah.
Yeah, off the trim, Daddy.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and take that. I'm going to get some other shots of it.
Hello.
Hey, Mark.
Again, we're going to call one more time. Number 56. Number 56.
What about like a water gear cast? I'd like to have 400. What are you trying to have? I haven't put it on a 90.
I don't think they are. They've been doing a lot of stuff the way they think. I know 40,000 is over.
Yeah, it's been more than I got the accents on it.
Okay, the next number is number 57. Number 57.
Yeah, that's really nice, Mark.
Don't forget it's the number on your
How long ago was the restoration done?
car.
Oh, 10 years ago.
10 years, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. It's keeping it up nice, huh?
Doesn't get out that much.
Sure. Yeah, that's amazing. Those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah. Well, back then I couldn't afford them, so now I got one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Cool. Well, nice meeting you, Mark. I appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you.
Well, cool. Yeah, thank you so much to Mark McDermott for letting us take a look at that car. I think it's Rob's turn for a reaction.
Oh, I think it's a great car. I was just talking to a guy at a weekend at a car show, and he said, I wouldn't buy anything for unless it was a standard. I said, why not? He said, I'd hate telling my kids no, they can't drive my car. And I don't want them driving a hot rod. So
Yeah.
None of the kids nowadays know how to drive a standard.
It's true.
I think all hot rods should be a standard.
Yeah, it's true. It does make it a lot more fun.
Yeah, so what a nice car.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And Michael, your turn?
Yes. Whenever I go to car shows, I see a lot of these cars along with the Novas. And to me, I always get mixed up with these cars, the Nova and the Chevelle. I know they are two complete different beasts altogether. But to me, I'm like, okay, what's the major difference? I mean, both of them have the big engines in them and this and that. And the only other difference I really see is probably the body style is different. Besides that, I'm like, what's the difference between them? Is the one a little cheaper than the other, or what? And I also noticed the guy was mentioning that he wanted to get something like this early in life, but he couldn't afford it. He had to wait till a little bit later. And I've talked to a lot of people that bought Corvettes. Oh, I always wanted a Corvette. They finally get a Corvette after the kids are in college and everything else, and now they're a lot older. They're having a hard time getting into the doggone thing, getting out. They said, we always wanted one, but Jesus, now I can't get into the damn thing and get out.
It's true. The C3 Corvettes, the interior is very tight.
Well, I have a friend with a C3, and I have a very hard time getting in and out of it just because it has such a long sill on the side. The C4 got a little bit better, and so it did get a little better over time. But I mean, that's the biggest problem. The sill is so high, and it's hard to get in and out on them because of that.
Now, I think Rob had one at one point. Is that something where you could have kind of a practiced move and get so we could get in and out easily, or could you get used to it, or is it just always difficult?
No, I never had a Corvette.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm sorry.
No, Corvairs I had.
Maybe that was it.
Never a Corvette. Well, you know what? My wife had a Corvette for 3 months. Yeah, but after 3 months, and our license got so many points on it, we thought we better get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool deal. And Virgil, reaction?
Yeah. Oh no, great car. Love it. I like the racing stripes there. Those are pretty cool. I like when they just doing. Well, you can't do them on that vinyl top, but yeah, just the hood and the deck lid. They're pretty sweet. And Mike, the different Mike too. The difference I think between the Chevelle and the Nova is the Nova was the poor man's Chevelle.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to get the same car, but you couldn't afford it, you went with the Nova.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Position a little lower.
Back in the day, you give the wife the Nova and you get the Chevelle.
Yeah.
And then you got this. Then you end up getting the Novas as sleepers with the big motors in them. So, and it wasn't the wife's anymore. It's like the poor man's, but you get that nice sleeper mode.
Yeah. Now we've got comments coming in. Well, go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead,
Rob,
quickly,
you mentioned a Corvair. I did catch a Corvair one day, and the guy literally ripped the engine out and literally put a huge beat block engine. I'm like, what the heck do you do to this poor car?
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, we've got comments coming in. Our good friend David from Alaska Railroad says, good evening to Mike, Michael, Virgil, and Rob. Sorry he's been absent the last 2 weeks. It's his busy time of year. But it's great to have you back, David. Real nice to have you on here. And then David made another comment. Love that Chevelle. And, David's getting some waves. Cool deal. Yeah, so I'll give him a wave. Nice. And then Kyle Phillips, this is one of Virgil's friends. He says, Rob, buying a manual transmission is all fun and games until you need your wife who doesn't know how to drive and drive one to be a designated driver. That's true. That's good point.
Yeah.
Good point. And then we've got someone on Facebook saying he had a car just like that.
Oh,
Very cool. So yeah, thank you everyone for the comments. We appreciate that.
Hey, Kyle, I can smell the clutch right now, huh?
So we've got item number 4 is where we are right now, and our good friend Elaine LaRiviere. In fact, let me pop a picture of her on the screen. Where the heck is? Oh, here we go. This is her a week ago. She's the one in the furthest from us. She goes frequently to the Bentley's Saloon cruise night in Arundel, Maine, and she was there last Tuesday. And I got a message from her earlier today. Apparently, last night's was rained out, so they didn't have it last night. But we've got an image montage of when she was there on August 1st. Let me get to where I need to be here. We'll cue that up and take a look. So thank you so much to Elaine for those awesome images. We really appreciate it. Let's see, trying to remember whose turn it is to go first. Is it your turn, Michael?
I think it's Virgil's.
Virgil, go ahead, Virgil.
Man, there's a lot to digest there.
Yeah.
There's that yellow Nash at the beginning, I believe it is. And there's
See if I
like
can
a car
find it.
right before the yellow Nash. It's right there in the first couple. So there's
Right
that
there?
one.
The Chevy?
Yeah,
That's
that
that's
one there.
American.
I can't
That might
figure out
be
what. I always get.
That,
I love that car, but I forget those years.
that one is a 57 Bel Air.
Okay, yep, I love those.
Now
especially with that little gold.
the difference is the 55. The line that you see going from the front to the back, it only went down. That would be a 56. If a straight line would be a 55, and the V in the back like this one, it's a 57. Yes. That's how you could tell all three apart.
Okay, so I want a 57.
Nice.
And the only thing I don't understand, I love that V they have in the back, but the dashboard inside the 57, it's all round gauges. In 55 and 56, it had the letter V for the passenger side and the driver's side. But in 57, they got rid of the V. I'm like, why would Chevy do that? You finally put that nice, beautiful V in the back, and then you got round gauges. What do you
they
guys
had a nice
do?
theme going there. Strange. For sure. And Rob, any reactions?
Well, you had one station wagon in there, and any station wagon that can make it through a demolition derby and end up at a car show, that's rare.
Yeah.
And what was in that Mustang for a motor?
Yes.
Yeah, let me go back to that. Something tells me that might not be stock.
It was all motor.
No, I don't think it is.
Is that a motor out of a tractor pull or something?
I don't know. There we go. Let me go back right there.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Anyone?
Is that two motors or is it what is it?
It's got two blowers on top.
Yeah.
And then turbo.
What is that? Mustang 2, huh?
Hello.
Now,
How does
I
that
have a
front end
friend-
hold that?
Now, is that for real, or is that just a big plastic thing on top of there, or do you think it's a real engine?
Oh yeah.
I think it's definitely a real engine.
That's a real motor.
Yep, but he probably trailers that to the show.
Yep, twin turbos plus two blowers.
Yep.
Wow.
I don't want to know what the gas mileage is on this car. What, maybe 1 mile a gallon?
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely worse than that S10.
Exactly.
There were some good-looking cars at that show.
Yes. And I bet that engine creates a huge blind spot as well. Probably a safety issue there.
Yeah.
But I think you're right, Rob. I'm sure that got trailered to the show.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Any more reactions to Bentley?
There was another car in there that was blue with yellow rims. It was an old car. Right before. Let me see.
And that was nice.
That T-Bird?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a lot of
That was
Thunderbirds
nice.
in this particular show.
And the ladies were sitting in a Thunderbird too, I believe.
Yeah, there we go. There's that blue and yellow.
Let me
You
go
just
back.
passed
So I
it.
can find. This one?
Nope. Keep going. You had just passed it, but it's like an old Model A or something of that sort. Like that old.
Why am I not seeing that? Huh. Let me go by there again. Sometimes it goes so fast that we miss something.
That Jeep you just passed was pretty nice. That had to be 1946 or something, that Jeep.
Like an old Willys or something?
Yes.
That's weird. I don't know why it's stopping.
There
That
we
wasn't
go.
it, was it?
Oh,
Right there.
There we go.
That looks British to me.
Yes.
That is I can tell you right now, that's an MG, but I'm trying to think of what model, but it is definitely an MG.
Yeah.
I like that color combination is what caught my eye there.
That is sharp.
Yellow matches the interior.
Yes. And let's see if we can find that Jeep that Rob was talking about. Go ahead, Virgil. Would you comment?
I wonder what color top that car that MG has.
Good point.
I saw a Jeep right there. I don't know if that's the one we're referring to.
Oh, this was nice too, by the way. That purple
Yeah,
Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Yep, their favorite color.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Where's that Willie's Jeep? There's a Bronco.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, I
Yes.
see it now.
Yes.
It's hard to stop right on it. There we go. Now, Rob, our mutual friend, Midge Rosebrook, has a World War II era Jeep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do a video on that for you sometime. And it's in impeccable shape. He's got it in his garage, and he takes it out for a ride here and there in the summer. And
Wow.
yeah. Oh, and we've got comments coming in too here. Let's take a look.
A friend of mine has one, but a lot of car shows you can't go to because it won't do 50 miles an hour.
Oh yes,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, well, they only have 4-cylinder.
Yes.
So David from Alaska Railroad was commenting on that black Monte Carlo at this car show.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I know he's
yeah,
a big
speaking
Monte
my
Carlo
language.
guy, and he needs one in his stable, he says. And then we've got
Young-
another person on Facebook here and saying, "Love your podcast, my friend." And then also we've got Kyle Phillips saying, "Michael, coming out with the exact year on the spot, dude. You're a walking encyclopedia." That's the best compliment of the night, Michael.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Nice. And then
And
we've got
that comment on the Monte Carlo, I'm with that person. I would love to own one.
yes, for sure. And then this is somebody on Facebook saying, "How do you see the road driving it?" And that's that Mustang too, I think, with that big tall engine,
Yeah.
for sure.
How do you keep the back wheels down with all that
Yes.
white front?
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this gentleman making comments from Facebook might be my friend from Newport, Caden, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Because it's just saying Facebook user. And then Kyle Phillips is saying, "Can anyone tell me the year on that cute blonde chick?" Thinking an 89. Yeah, good question.
Not sure.
There was a few of them. Oh yeah, this is the money shot right here. Right there. Whoops, trying to.
Yeah, they got
Sorry,
the
trying to
Thelma and
stop.
Louise theme. Thelma and Louise right there.
Yeah.
Yes, thank God there's no cliffs nearby. Or was that?
Yes.
Am I mixing that up with another movie? I don't know.
Oh no, that's
No,
them.
that's the one.
That was okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
you're only missing Brad Pitt.
Yes. Oh, and here Elaine is in the house. Here we go. The lady on the right is making a comment. Says that black Monte Carlo is owned by Dan Chrisman, one of the last people who attended every Super Bowl. Wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, and yes, Elaine says I'm Louise. Cool deal. Nice.
All right.
Quick-
All we have to do is get Thelma now. Then we got the whole crew.
Yes,
Yes.
we'll have a full house, absolutely. And one quick comment about the Super Bowl. My father's watched every one of them on TV. He's never been to one in person, but he's watched every one of them on TV since the very beginning. He's 91 years old.
That's
But,
pretty cool.
Cool deal. Yeah. Well, good. This is great. We do have to switch gears, though, so let me get to where I need to be here. And we're on item number 5. We've got a 1972 Chevy Chevelle. A lot of Chevelles in the house tonight, but that's a good thing. And this
Yes.
car is for sale by our friends at MGM Classic Cars out in Illinois, Addison, Illinois. So let me cue this up here, and we'll take a look.
MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. MGMClassicCars.com. Look at this beautiful 1972 Chevelle, dialed up in that blue with a white top, sitting on 20-inch wheels, American racing wheels. Great set of tires, got a great stance. A lot of car for the money. A lot of potential here. Real clean. Paint is great. 350. Holly 4-barrel. Power steering. Look how clean it is inside here. Aluminum radiator. Dual fans. Great little look. A lot of fun. Look at that face. Couple little issue, like a little touch up here, nothing major. But it lines up good, gaps out right. All your chrome and lights are working the way they should. Chrome is in good shape. Turn signals are all working. Front fender, good shape. Gaps out nice into the front fender, the door, and on the bottom. Rear quarters are original and stamped. The trunk is in real good shape. I love the way the white and the blue key in. Good look. Chrome bumper in good shape. Nice sound. Passenger rear quarter in good shape. Couple little, this may be little touch-ups and stuff, but get up close, you can see it. Gaps out good on the door to the quarter, fender to the door. Good looking car. Great stance. Got a bench seat inside with all your seat belts and in the rear. Deck is good. Dash, no cracks. Real good starting price car. It's got 58,256 miles on the odometer. It's real clean, underneath clean. Nice car. Bring this out cruise night any day of the week. Great look. We're located in Addison, Illinois, just 15 minutes from O'Hare Airport. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 10 to 2. All by appointment only. We have over 170 cars in stock ready for immediate delivery. We ship all over the United States, bonded and insured, open and enclosed. We also have special financing available up to 180 months. If you have good credit, minimum down 10%. If you got excellent credit, I do have a source that will go no money down. All our cars are online at mgmclassiccars.com. Over 100 photos, videos of the car, and full description. If you have any questions on any of our inventory, please feel free to call me or make an appointment. Grab a pen, 773-600-0919. Again, my name is Earl. That's 773-600-0919. Great sound. If you like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thanks for spending some time with me on this 72 real nice Chevelle. Give me a call if I can answer any questions. Have a great day, everybody.
So yeah, thank you so much to MGM Classic Cars. Rob, reaction to that?
Oh, that's a good looking car, and the motor sounded good. I like that. Too bad he wouldn't take it for a drive. That sounded really nice. And it reminded me of the old days. You know, you had the button down by your knee to pull for open the vents.
Yeah,
I noticed the two buttons there for the old things. Yeah. That car should sell fast.
Yeah, that'll go for sure.
But it's not a standard.
Yeah. That is true, but like you say, it has a bench seat, so you're seat 6. You know.
Yes.
But yeah, very cool car, clean, and just like Rob said, I wish they would have went for a test drive, get to hear those headers. You know.
Yes. I bet it sounds good from inside too. And Michael?
Yeah, as I was saying, I love the color. The stripes, like Virgil said on a previous Chevelle, the stripes, they're beautiful. I mean, I can see this car without the stripes, but to me, it just looks so much better with the stripes on the hood and the back end of it. And I like how the bumper, it's a solid bumper all the way across, and it was a big, long bumper, wide bumper, and all the lights are inside. And it's like, wow, that is a nice bumper. You know, a lot of cars, you know, it's all small bumpers. The lights are in there, but this was really wide. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty nice. I like how the rear end was built like that.
Yeah, and I think in the early 70s, they were having all these new regulations about bumpers and safety regulations, and they were trying to figure out how to make a bumper that meets the regulations, how to make it in such a way that is aesthetically pleasing. and some of those cars, you know, you could tell they were struggling with that. But this one, they pulled it off nicely, I thought.
Well, the Corvette was a perfect example.
Yes.
I mean, first they had metal bumpers, then they went to rubber bumpers, then they went back to chrome bumpers. I mean, will you guys make up your mind what you want to do?
Yes, it's true. It's true. Oh, we've got comments coming in. Let's see. We've got Elaine. This is from the image montage a few minutes ago. It says, thanks for having me. And yeah, thank you so much, Elaine, for sharing so many wonderful images with us.
When is she going to come on live, Mike?
Yes, please think about that, Elaine. We'd love to have you come on and hang out with us some night and talk up, you know, what got you into photography and you know, your interest in cars. And in fact, this is a good time to segue into her fiance, Paul. Maybe have the two of you come on and talk about your love of cars. And of course, Paul is a legendary Eastern snowmobile racer from back in the late 60s and early 70s. He was a factory rough racer back in the day, and he earned himself a lot of trophies. Good. And yeah, and I'd like to have him on my snowmobile podcast at some point to tell some stories about that, because I know he has a lot of them. But something to think about, Elaine. If ever you'd like to come on, you know, just let me know and we'll schedule it and we'll bring you on. You can hang out with us and talk about some of your experiences taking these images. And and we've got more comments. Let me get back to that area. So our good friends and regular viewers, Stacy and Art Fosler from Platkill, New York, says, sorry we're late. We just became grandparents yesterday. How about that? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yep.
That is exciting news. For sure. Oh, and then David from Alaska Railroad, he says, I really like Monte Carlos, but I have a very high love thing for Chevelles. My dream is a 1970 with the twin headlights. Tonight's show is definitely with me on my mind. Cool deal. I'm glad you're having a good time with it. Oh, and then this is nice. We've got people in the comments saying congratulations to Stacy and Art Fosler for the new grandchild. And please, viewers, please light up the comment section with congratulations for Stacy and Art Fosler. Help us congratulate them on their new grandchild, and also wishes for Rob, our good friend Rob. It's his birthday, so be sure and wish him a happy birthday as well. Let me do let's get that thumbs up again, Rob. There we go.
66.
Nice. And is it today? Your birthday's today?
Yep.
Outstanding.
Yep.
That is cool. Happy birthday.
3 times today to eat.
That is cool. And then Stacy and Art Fosler are saying thank you for the congratulations. And here we go. Stacy and Art Fosler saying happy birthday to Rob.
Thank you.
And David from Alaska Railroad saying congratulations on the new grandchild. And I have to say, this is one of the things I really, really like about doing these live podcasts is just the immediacy of, you know, put an idea out there and something comes back. And thankfully, in our case, it's usually something positive that comes back. So I have to commend the viewers on that for being positive and having positive things to say like that. Oh, here we go. David from Alaska Railroad says, happy birthday to Rob. God bless. And then he's got some cool images there. Good deal. Good deal. So let me switch gears here. Where's my spot? Here we go. It takes a minute here to get back to my spot. Item number 6. At the beginning of this podcast, we were looking at Jeff Leland's GTO, his Pontiac GTO. And I had met him last summer. In fact, he approached me because I knew he looked familiar. I said hi to him, and I said, you look awfully familiar. And he said, yeah, do you remember me from last summer? I had that 64 Buick Electra. And I said, yeah, I remember now, because that was originally his father's. Now, I won't say any more about it. I'll let him tell the story. But this is about 1 year ago when I first met him. Wait till you see this car.
My name is Jeff Leland. This is my dad's 64 Buick Electra 225 convertible. 14,000 original miles on the car. I took possession of it in 2020 after my dad sadly passed away. Everything on the car is original. When I bought it, I swapped out the original belts, hoses, plugs, wires, and I had to have a set of tires made for it. Everything else on the car is all original. The roof has never been dropped. The car was built in 1964, same age as me.
Me too. Cool.
I remember riding in this car one time when I was a kid. 4 of us kids in the back seat. We went to Hampton Beach with it. That was the only time I ever rode in this car until I took possession of it from my dad.
Wow. So his intention was to keep this and preserve it, and it wasn't a daily driver.
No, my dad is the grandnephew of the founder of Cadillac and Lincoln.
Really?
And he would buy a brand new convertible every year. He did not like the fins on the 64 Cadillacs, so he bought the Buick.
Yeah.
And as is with most of the cars that my dad bought new, they went to the garage. They didn't get used. My dad collected cars. He didn't use them. And when he passed away, this is the car that I asked for from the estate. My wife and I, Joan, were able to afford it from the estate, and the car will stay in its present condition for as long as we own it.
Yeah.
Which hopefully will be indefinitely.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
And that's the cool thing too. It's a wonderful car, but there's also a wonderful story. Sometimes the stories are just as interesting as the car itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. This car is an extension of my dad,
Yeah.
so it means a lot to me.
I bet it does. Yeah, nice way to remember him.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm gonna get some different angles of it too.
Okay.
What an amazing machine, especially that it's all original too. I mean, that's
Number 43. Number 43.
unbelievable. Yeah, he was ahead of his time, you know, to have the vision to keep it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
And any of the factory options that he added on the car,
yeah.
the box tops with the part numbers are in the trunk. The original window sticker is on the passenger floor, right down to the original keychain from the
Wow.
dealer in Framingham.
Everything's
Mass that he bought it
documented.
from. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's true. Most people didn't think to do that. It was just a daily driver, and then it got what's the word? I'm sorry, restored.
Right.
Yeah, the sun is cooking my brain. I
Get
think.
it? Now that's the way my dad was. He would buy things new and he would stick them in the garage. He wouldn't use them. If they had to come out at night, they would come out at 10 o'clock at night to go to the gas station. He didn't want the neighbors to know what he had in the garage.
Sure.
He was not a showy person.
Yeah.
He was very proud of his heritage, but he didn't tout it.
Yeah, yeah.
And he wasn't showy about
It
it.
was for his own enjoyment.
Correct.
I'm gonna slip in here. Yeah, that is really impressive.
Number is number 8.
Now the grill in the back seat, is that a speaker behind there?
That is the rear speaker. That was a
Yeah.
factory option, actually.
Wow. That is really impressive. And the hood, you said not the hood, the roof has never been put back.
The roof's never been dropped.
That's amazing. And you can tell too, it's all nice and just like new.
All kinds of wrinkles in it.
Yeah.
And if I did try and drop the roof now, that back window would disintegrate.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's just thick plastic.
Yeah.
18.
Is this restored?
It is not.
It's not restored. That's amazing.
And these are his initials here?
They are.
What does that stand for?
William Henry Leland.
Yeah. Very cool.
How many miles are on it?
14,208, I believe, is what it turned when I pulled into the show today.
And you live in the area?
I live in Westmore.
Westmore, yeah. Okay, so not too far away.
Nope.
Over by Willoughby.
Correct.
Number 18. Anybody with number
Scott Leland of
18?
Westmore, 64 Buick, Electra 225. Yeah, that is really nice, Scott. This is a nice touch too. Just the detail, you know. Very cool.
One other unique thing about this car
Yeah.
is these taillight bezels.
Yeah.
Those were early year production only. And shortly into the run, they were told by the government that they couldn't have those on there. There was too much chrome on the back, and it would detract the vision of the passenger or the people behind them at night. So they did away with those. You couldn't get those.
Wow. Those are very rare.
They are rare.
Actually, if you could step over, I'm going to do like a pan around it, just to. I can see how that's probably real bright. That's a lot of lens surface.
Yep. But you've got that big, massive chrome bumper. I don't see how
Yeah.
how those taillight bezels are going to change anything that's in between those.
Yeah. That is really impressive.
Thank you.
Very cool. Well, yeah, nice to meet you, Scott. I appreciate it.
Very welcome.
Very nice. And nice to meet you as well.
You have a great afternoon.
And nice to meet you, Mr. K9 or Mrs. K9.
Say hi, Denali.
It's Miss.
Denali, hi.
Never been married.
225.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, and I owe Jeff an apology. For some reason, I started calling him Scott, and I apologize for that. I don't know where that came from. I'm going to blame it on the sun. It was really hot that day, and it was frying my brain. But I'm not sure whose turn it is to respond first. Is it your turn, Michael?
I believe it is. Virzo is telling me it is.
Yeah. Brady Bunch.
Well, I've seen some of these cars at shows, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of them around. So apparently a lot of these was just basically a daily driver. And after that, they just disappeared. So to find a few of them in this kind of pristine shape and, you know, just to have the history on the whole car of the family having the car, it's great. I mean, like me, I wish my mother and father owned the car, and they never did. And and I never owned a car, believe it or not. And I want to break that stereotype, but the thing is, I wish I can say, ooh, my mother and father owned that kind of car, and I would like to get that car in the memory of them. But they never owned one, so there's no car. The only car that I have, the only memory I have of a car in the family was my great grandmother. We had a fire in Uxbridge, Mass. And it was a huge gas station, had above ground tanks, and there was a windstorm. The wind blew the flames to the house. It caught the roof on fire. It was a bungalow type of house, but right in front of the side of the house is where the car was parked. And there was somebody else that was a relative that lived there. Their car got toasted, and her car got toasted. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she had a 55 Bel Air. And then she landed up with the insurance. They gave her money to get another Bel Air. Unfortunately, when this fire occurred, she couldn't get the 57. She wanted to get a new car, so I think it was either 58 or 59. She hated that car because she was used to that nice bubble top 57, 56, 57, 58 type of bubble top. But in 57, basically 57 was the last year. And then in 58, they actually kind of took the bubble top, pushed it down, and then it got wider. And then it got longer in the front, longer in the back, and it got to be a stretched Bel Air, more or less.
Different look in the 60s, yeah, yes. For sure. And Rob, reaction?
I like the history about a car. I think that's so important when somebody knows the history of the car. But I wonder how many other cars did his dad have in the garage? It sounded like he had more than just that one that he didn't drive.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what else he's got in his collection, because he had this car as well as the GTO, and I'd be willing to bet he probably has some equally nice cars in his collection. We'll have to reach out to him and see if he'd like to come on for some show and tell sometime.
Yes.
But yeah, Virgil?
Yeah, like you said, his dad worked for Cadillac, so able to get a car a year. So there's something over there.
Yes.
But this right here, it's a very cool car. I like all the chrome. All that chrome down the side that come along with the skirt and everything.
Yep.
Where, if you lose that skirt, it's like that chrome is not going to look right.
Yeah. And imagine trying to find replacement parts for a car like this.
Especially the taillights.
Yes. That would be next to impossible, I'll bet.
Yes.
You'd have to have something fabricated.
Yeah. Somebody with a 3D printer, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
3D printer, make the mold, and then do it out of chrome somehow.
Yeah. It's an incredible time capsule. I really appreciated him telling me the story on that. And it's true. I don't know about you, but I find the story is just as interesting as the car itself.
Yeah.
And Mike, I find that this is interesting too. Look at all those controls that is right there on the door. I mean, it's amazing for the year of this car and the technology with all the controls and the windows and everything being right there. It's amazing.
Yeah, for 1964.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I got to ask, Mike, was that a track on the side over there by the passenger's feet?
Oh, good question.
What was that big box down there?
Most likely it probably was, because the year that wouldn't make it probably an 8-track that would be in that kind of car.
Yeah, that's the only option at that time, I think, because I don't think a cassette would be available by then.
I think cassettes were mostly something into maybe mid-70s.
Or even early 70s, yeah.
Yeah, so I was looking at that, and I was like, man, what is that? I was like, okay, well, maybe it's an AC unit. Or
yeah, I don't know if I can get a close-up on that, because earlier in the video, I was on the passenger side. Let's see. I don't know. Oh.
There it is.
Oh, I'm trying to get close on it. It's really hard to stop where I want to. I was there for a second.
Yeah, right smack in the middle of that looks like it could be an 8-track, but then this big thing that's where the passenger side is.
Yeah.
I wonder if that could be like an AC unit, but some cars actually did have an LP record player in it. So that could be a record player there too.
That's possible. Some of them did.
I'm thinking 64 may be a little too early for an 8-track.
Quite possibly, yeah.
But yeah.
Now we do have comments coming in. Yeah, a lot of chrome on that car. Now, we do have to wind it down, and we do have some comments coming in. We've got Kyle Phillips saying, happy birthday to Rob. Says, you don't look a day over 65.
Thank you.
Nice. And then David from Alaska Railroad says, beautiful Buick. The top has never been down. And it's true. That's amazing. There's no creases in that top or anything. It's just pristine. Unbelievable. And then one more comment on the Buick. What a pure time capsule. Amazing, amazing.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That was a treat to come across that at that show for sure. And Kyle Phillips says the guy did say that his dad would get a car every year, so I bet he was has a barn full somewhere, quite possibly. And those probably went with the estate. I don't know if other family members got some of those or how that would have played out, but yeah, I bet there was some beautiful cars in
on
there.
the Buick. Also, when it says Electra on the side, and I know it's a 225. I'm wondering if that was just like a model number, or if that represented something to do with the engine.
Good point.
Yeah, I forget
don't
what
know.
it was like. I forget the meaning of that. And I remember I had the meaning.
That's all right.
Next week.
Yes, we'll Google it. And, we'll Google it and circle back.
Just write that down so you don't forget.
Oh no, I'm put it on my iPad. Don't leave it up. Leave that one open.
Yeah, do a Google search on that.
Yes.
Cool. So we've got David from Alaska Railroad saying, great show, guys. Thanks. And thank you very much. And thank you for viewing. We really appreciate that you're a regular viewer. And same also to Kyle and Stacy and Art Fosler and everyone else. We really appreciate everyone that comes here week after week and month after month. We really, really appreciate that. Couple of quick housekeeping items before we go. Next week is probably going to be a rerun as well as the week after that. I've got a few things coming up, so I do need to do that. But we'll be coming back in the very near future with some live episodes. Also, Michael Delage in the upper right-hand corner. I have to give a shout out. He does an amazing Facebook group called the New England Classic Cars. Is that what it is? New England?
Yes, it is.
New England Classic Cars. I neglected to put a link to it in the description, but just search for that on Facebook, New England Classic Cars. It'll come up. He does an excellent job with that. And he and I have been collaborating. One of the products of that collaboration is that this podcast now airs every week live on that Facebook group. So we want to thank Michael Delage for that. And it's just nice to have a new audience for the podcast. And Kyle Phillips says, good night, boys, and see you next week. And it'll probably be a repeat next week, but we definitely check it out and look for us here in 2 to 3 weeks for another live podcast. But
and Mike, just want to mention that on the Facebook group, some people do a search and they come up to the wrong page. My page right now has a black vehicle that's on the top. I forgot if it was a Rolls Royce. It might be, but that way there, you'll know you're on the right page.
I think I can pull it up here, right here. Let me see if I can bring it on the screen. Can you see it?
Yep, it's on the very, very top. I don't know if you scroll up any more than that, but
let me try. There we go. Did that do it?
Yep.
So that's the group you're looking for. He does an excellent job. As you can see, we've got the banner for this podcast, this episode of the podcast on there. So it's a wonderful collaboration, and we appreciate doing that. So I just real quick, 30 seconds each. Final thought, Michael, before we close.
Just want to wish Robbie a very happy birthday. Hope it's many more. And Virgil, like I mentioned last week, I have a couple of nice cars to show you in the future when Mike gets everything set up. They already been sent to him, and I know you'll definitely enjoy those. And Rob, since it's your birthday, if there's any particular cars you like to see and you probably haven't seen for a long time, just let me know what they are. Or you can let Mike know, and Mike can let me know and whatnot, and I can pop by and find out if I got some.
I'm working on a 70 Blazer. I need ideas of what to do with the rear taillights.
Okay, 70. I'll write that down right now.
I want to change it.
Okay, so I'll write that down before I forget. I'll write it down right now.
Yeah, for sure. And Virgil, final thoughts?
Oh, no, likewise. Rob, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Maybe those tail lights, you can get some of those Buick ones, huh?
They're too rare, I think.
That would be a look.
Find the chrome for that one and incorporate those into that Blazer there.
Yep.
That would be a look to remember. Oh, and before we give Rob the last word, our good friend Mary Seguin says, God bless and happy birthday to Rob. Outstanding. And thank you, Mary, for being on here tonight.
And the
Go ahead,
gentleman that had grandchildren, a friend of mine has a bumper sticker saying, if I know grandchildren were this much fun, I would have had them first.
Yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations to them and great show tonight, boys.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Likewise.
thank you so much, everyone, and happy birthday to Rob. And let me get to the right place here, and we're going to give the last word to Emsoil once I find it. Yes. All right, guys, we'll catch you in 2 to 3 weeks' time.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Have a good one, fellas.
Have a good night.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero.
Wow.
If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is.
Wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the preferred customer program page where you can take advantage of all these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaRiviere. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL preferred customer program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters, free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes, yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.